property 6 now, up to property 6. Let us we go for the property number 7. So property 7 it is. In the property number 7, we are discussing a very important property 0 to 2a f of x dx equal to. See, I told you earlier only, whenever you are discussing about the properties 6, 7, 8, especially they are most repeatedly using properties. So let us take care of this. 0 to 2a f of x dx can also be, its answer is always 2 times of 0 to a f of x dx. Whereas a very important thing you have to remember, f of 2a minus x must be equal to f of x. This is valid only when f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x. Okay. And the second one, and this answer is always 0. This answer is always 0, which is f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x. Correct? So what I want to tell you here is, this is just nothing but it is extension of the property number 6 series. Property number 6, you have proved that 0 to 2a f of x dx can be written as 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x. Correct? So when the property 6 is valid, obviously the 2a minus x is same like f of x. Correct? 2a minus x must be same like this one, and it is 0 because of this is like odd function. And one thing you very clearly you remember that f of x is same as f of x, or else you can say it is f of minus x is same as minus f of x. F of minus x is same as f of x. See, when it occurs, when the function is, it is odd function, when the function is even function. See, remember this is very carefully. F of minus x is always minus f of x for odd, and f of minus x equal to plus f of x for even function. See, what is the meaning of this? See here, I take f of x equal to x square and f of x equal to x cube. In this one, if I put x equal to minus or else minus x, so then what I get, which is same like minus x equal to minus x square is plus x square only. If I put x equal to here minus, I get minus x equal to minus x raised to 3, because minus is multiplied by 3 times. So for that, look at this, you can see it is again f of x and it is minus f of x. So definitions of the odd and even functions are very simple. F of minus x is same as minus f of x, and f of minus x equal to f of x for even. This is what you have to remember. And very important thing what you have to remember here is, this is simply if you put a 2a equal to 0, f of minus x equal to plus f of x, f of minus x equal to minus f of x, it means they are talking it is even and odd only. Indirectly they are talking about even and odd. Yes. So now what we do here is, let us we discuss about the first property that is this one, 0 to 2a f of x dx, how it is always same as 2 times of 0 to f of x dx, and whenever the condition is to f of 2a minus x equal to f of x, and this condition itself motivates me to take the property 6. Why? I want 2a minus x. Unless if you don't go through the property number 6, you cannot take this value. How you will achieve it? Correct, no? So what I do here is, when I start the proof of this case, no, I take 0 to 2a f of x dx equal to 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. That is what the property number 6. Correct? Yeah. Now, yes. See, please write this property and then I will proceed, because I will remove all this one. I will remove all this, okay? Only you write the property statement. Okay, then proof I will write in the next page. Okay, yes. This is what? 0. Yes. only take the statements. Okay, this is just a continuation of the last class. It is. Done? Yeah. Now look at this. So, proof. We know very well, we know that, I begin like this only, we know that 0 to 2a f of x dx equal to 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. Correct? 0 to a f of x dx is same as 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. Now, very important thing here it is, you can call it as 1. Now let us take case 1. What is case 1? It is saying that f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x. Actually there is nothing else to prove here, because if you know the property number 6, then directly you can go. So now equation 1 becomes, how it looks equation 1? So very simple. Simply where I have 2a minus x, I will put f of x. Both are same, just add it. Correct? So therefore 0 to 2a f of x dx equal to 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of x dx. Noting, is there any difficulty here? Property 6 you know very well, and in that simply you are taking this one equal to this. So therefore you can say it is 2 times of integration from 0 to a f of x dx. See, the very important in this case is remembrance of this one. Remembering the property number 6 is very, very important. Property 6 go right, you can do that. If you forget the property number 6, then you cannot go with the property number 7. Although, even though the property 6 you are using here, but independently the results will be used. Okay? Andre, here the result what I have here, 0 to 2 f of x dx is 2 times of 0 to f of x dx is there, no? This can be used independently when the condition of this is valid. Correct? This is very, very important. Now the case 2. What is case number 2? This is f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x. Correct? Very simple. How the equation 1? Equation 1 becomes, how the equation 1 looks? Equation 1 becomes 0 to 2a f of x dx, and this is all equal to 0 to a f of x dx minus 0 to a f of x dx. Why? This is very, very important for me, and this value I have taken here. Correct? So this and this were the similar terms and they cancel. So finally you are getting the answer it as 0. So this is what my proof for the property number 7. So very, very, very important thing you should remember that 0 to 2a f of x dx is always 2 times of 0 to f of x dx whenever f of 2a minus x is same as your f of x. And sometimes you feel that, अरे sir, इसकी मतलब हमें समझ में नहीं आया. What is the meaning of this? I don't understand. Property is okay. We understood the property. The proof we got correct. But what the inner meaning of that? See, look at this. Is a very simple. Whenever you are studying the trigonometric functions or any exponential functions or any of the periodic functions, you can say. When you are studying the periodic functions, no, it is a very important, you should remember that the period of a function of sine function, if you take, it is a 2 pi, correct? Sine function period is 2 pi. Means after 2 pi, the values will start repeating. 2 pi, again 3, 4 pi, 6 pi, the values will be repeat. How they look? Say 1 by 2 is there, no? The same value, 1 by 2, what the value you are getting for sine 30 degree, the same value you will get for some other angle also. How they look? ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, suppose you have here it is pi by 6, it is 30 degree. If I take one more circle, it is 360 plus 30, 390. 390 also gives you the same angle, same value, correct? Because the position is same. So sine function will give you the same sine 30 as well as sine 390. So for that we can say that 2 pi is the period of that function. So when the sine and cos they are having the period is 2 pi, you can always say like this, sine 2 pi minus x is same as sine x. This is what the property this one, or sorry, previous one. 0 to 2a f of x dx, what we have written, no? Say, now look at this. I'll just remove this and I will write here, I will explain this part. See, this is 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi f of x dx. It is very obviously, you can say here it is 2 times of 0 to pi f of x dx, and it is 0. Why? Because f of sine of 2 pi minus x. Sorry. Here instead of f of x I have to take sine x. Correct, no? Very good. Sine x. It is sine x. Correct, Alan? Yes. Now look at this. 0 to 2 pi sin x dx is same like 2 times of 0 to pi sin x dx. It is possible. It is possible only when, if it is happens. And you may feel that, sir, I have a small doubt regarding the problem. Sin 180 minus theta is also sin theta. आपको समझ में आ रहा है what I am going to say? Are you understanding? Sin of pi minus x is also sin x. So shall we use the same property for the case of this one? For the case of this one, where now it is looks like this. Say for example, it like this. Here I will remove like this. I say pi minus x is also this one. And can I use the same property here? Yes, you can. If it is possible, even though if it is not a period, if it is possible the case is sine of pi minus x is sin x, you can go through this property, but this is pi by 2, half of this one. This is very, very important. So 0 to pi sin x dx is 2 times of 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx, only when sin pi minus x is dx. So then I have a small doubt in this. Again, small one query will come in my mind that suppose sir अगर इसकी जगह एक cos function होता, so cos of pi minus x, what is cos 180 minus theta? Minus cos theta. Minus cos theta. What is the meaning of that? Previous 2 cases are there. What the answer yours? What I want to tell you is, आपको ये सभी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Whenever you have 0 to pi cos x dx is the answer, सीधे से सीधे. What is that? 0. को तक very clearly understood. या केडरी property understood. हैंगे cos pi minus x is minus cos x. Sir, why should I calculate all these things? Correct, no? Cos pi minus x is minus cos x. So the answer होगा इसका 0. Property, you are using the property number 7th one. It telling you that अगर आपके पास f of 2a minus x is same as f of x है, तो 2 times of 0 to a f of x dx करो, वो भी आंसर सेम आएगा. अगर if it is not the same case, and the other case if you are doing that, that is if it is odd case like this, f of 2a minus x is minus f of x, अरे कैलकुलेशन करने की क्या जरूरत नहीं है, द आंसर सीधे से सीधे आपको मिलेगा कि 0. तो सर थोड़ा सा डाउट है सर, थोड़ा क्लियर करो. सो लुक एट दिस. सपोज हमें डाउट है, मतलब whenever you are having cos x, look at this. I told you cos of 0 to pi cos x dx, and I told the answer it is directly 0. Correct? And you know very well cos pi minus x is equal to minus cos x. Correct? If it happens, it has to be 0. Now look at this. What is the integration of cos x? Minus plus sin x. Plus sin x. Sin x. 0 to pi. Correct? What is sin pi? Minus sin 0. Upper limit minus lower limit. Sin 180 0. Sin 0 0. पूरे के पूरे 0. इतने सारे करने के लिए जरूरत ही नहीं है. What you have to do? Simply you think about the property. Oh, the inner meaning of the property is very good. Property itself. Now I have taken very simple problem here. You may feel that, sir, क्या है sir? One step additional we are doing. Whenever the problems are larger one, big problems are given for you, by the time very clearly you can understand that this happens. What is that? This. So you can take like this. If it happens like this, without calculation, without hesitation, you can say that its answer is 0. This is very, very important. Okay? Yes. I hope you understood the property number 7. Correct? No? Yes. Take down. Do fast. Most of the time you do start along with me only writing work. Okay? Yes. So the next property hoga property number 8. Property 8. The last property and good property. Most of the time I use that property. Okay? Property 8 I will use most of the time. Yes. Please note down fast. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ನಿಮಗೂ ಕಾಣ್ತೈತೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕಾಣ್ತೈತೆ. Yes. Shall we go for the next property? Property. Every property are very important when you are go for the exercise. Definite integral में property का इस्तेमाल बहुत होता है. You can't solve the problems directly as you do in indefinite. You have to use the property and then simplify. Properties must and should. Yes. So we are at the end. Property number 8. Property 8. This is very good property. There are again two cases. Minus a to a f of x dx. Minus a to a f of x dx. Right? Minus a to a f of x dx. Look at this. What is this? It's a curve y equal to x square. Correct? Y equal to x square. Even though you put the values for x as a positive or the values of x as a negative, y value is always positive. Correct? Say what I want to tell you. If I put x equal to 1, 2, 3 or x equal to -1, -2, -3, so on like this, y value you are getting 1, 4, x square it is 9, so on like this. Correct? If you take positive or negative, no effect on the y equal to x square, no change in the function. It happens. Half of the values what you are getting, again half will be the same. हमें ये समझ में आ रहा है कि the left side, right side the values for all the positive x what you are getting, the same thing you are getting for the left side. Left and right are same only when the function is even function. When you are getting left and right are same only when the function is even function. When the function is odd, you will not get the same. By the time there is a possibility of getting opposite signs, plus 1 right is minus x cube. If you take plus minus if you will get. When you take positive you get positive values. When you take negative you get negative for the odd. But for the even, both for positive and negative you are getting the same. So then one thing I come to know that अगर आपके पास दोनों का वैल्यू सेम है, बराबर है, then why should I take the struggle? Say for example, if you want to run 200 meters, say someone says that, अरे बाबा आप 100 meter दौड़ो. If you run 100 meter and the speed of that 100 meter, no, we will calculate for 200 also. So then you will be very happy. You feel that, अरे बाबा, why should I run for 200? I will run only 100 meter. Correct? No. The same thing, the property of this one will tell you that it is 0 to a f of x dx, 2 times of 0 to f of x dx when f of x is even. Correct? Are you understanding? Correct? Whenever if it is even, no, there is no any question of that part. Simply you find half of this value twice. Minus a to a, how it is half? Minus a, 0, this is a. What is the length of this? If it is a, this is also length a only. Correct? Suppose if I take this is one x and y axis, here if it is 3, here it is minus 3, lengths are same here. So when the lengths are same, then I say it is a length only, 0 to a, it is a length only. 2 times of 0 to f of x dx. Because I have a guarantee of that, even function का जो value है, वो कभी change नहीं होता है. तो इसके लिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं? 2 times of 0 to f of x dx ले सकते हैं for even function. But whereas what happens for odd function, x equal to plus 1, you get 1. X equal to minus 1, you get minus 1. X equal to plus 2, you get 4. X equal to minus 2. Sorry, if I take odd function x cube, it is for plus 1, minus 1, minus 1. It is minus 4. It is minus 9, minus 8 plus 8. Minus 27 plus 27. So every values will get cancels. Alternately plus minus will get. What is the meaning of that? So the answer hoga iska 0. When f of x is, yes, f of x is odd. Correct? Now look at this part. It's very very simple now. The property number 8 is telling you that if you are talking left and right side of the y-axis, you don't worry, it depends on the function nature. Function अगर आपके पास even है तो twice of the half of the interval. If the function is odd, the value itself is goes to 0. ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ odd function looks like this. X cube it is. Half the value of y what you are getting. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು value ಬಂದಿದೆಲ್ಲ, say for example 20. And the value what you are getting here is minus 20. Let us add both, you get 0 only. So that is what the logic behind it. Correct? So for that, the function, whenever if it is even, then obviously what you can say, 2 times of 0 to f of x dx, and it is 0 f of x dx. Correct? Yes. So one thing in our mind comes that अरे सर कुछ गड़बड़ हो रहा है. प्रॉपर्टी 6, 7, 8 हमने पढ़ा. प्रॉपर्टी 6 में जो आपने सीखा 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a 2a minus x dx. Okay बाबा वो सही. But the same you are used for the property number 7. Property number 7 said that f of 2a minus x is same as f of x. तो 2 times of 0 to f of x ds हुआ. f of 2a minus x equal to minus f of x लिया तो 0 हुआ. सर ये क्या थोड़ा सा समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Look at this. You are in generally talking even and odd, but in property number 7 you are not talking in generally for even and odd. For any function, if it happens, for any function f of 2a minus x equal to x, or f of pi sin of pi minus x equal to sin x, cos of pi minus x equal to minus cos x, if it happens, then what we have to do is we have to directly take use of that. But here it is specifically they are talking even and odd only. Sometimes please keep in remember, a function if it is given for you, not necessarily even, not necessarily odd only. It may not be both even and odd. Say for example, I have a function x square. You say that अरे बाबा ये तो even है. So if I say x cube, you say that it is odd. But he is बहुत चालाकी है, तो he will give x square plus x cube. Even or odd? Not neither even nor odd it is. It is neither even nor odd. How the law? ಈಗ increasing functions and decreasing functions ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತವೆ. Next ಮುಂದೆ sorry ಮುಗಿದು ಹೋಯ್ತಲ್ಲ differentiation ಒಳಗೆ increasing and decreasing functions you have learned. So sine graph if I take increase, decrease. This is pi by 2, correct? 0 to pi. You are talking about the sine function is increasing in between this. Look at this. And it is decreasing in between this. What about the sine function between 0 to 2 pi andre? Neither increase nor decrease. Correct? When you split the interval, then only you can speak about either increase or decrease. When you talk about 0 to pi, neither increase nor decrease. Correct? So the decreasing and increasing can be calculated in the splitted intervals. It cannot be calculated in the whole interval. The same logic, even and oddness, can be discussed in a specific case and it cannot be in the general case. Every time you cannot say that it's a even sum, it's a odd sum. No. There are so many functions, neither even nor odd. By the time you feel that, अरे सर क्या सर अपने प्रॉपर्टी दिया इवन एंड ऑड पे, तो फंक्शन इवन ऑड है नहीं, तो क्या करो सर, मेरे को प्रॉपर्टी यूज करना है, तो गो विथ 7 प्रॉपर्टी. Say for example, f of x equal to, you know very well sine function is odd function because sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Cos of minus theta is plus cos theta. So cos is even, sine is odd. Cos is odd, cos even, sine odd. When the cos is even, then I will add to this one. Already I have an odd function plus one even function. Odd plus even, it becomes neither even nor odd. Neither even nor odd, then go with the property 7, check it. Can it be sine of pi minus x plus, look at this, you can say like this, f of 2 pi minus x, sine 2 pi minus theta, sine 360 minus theta, minus sine theta, minus sine x, and cos 360 minus theta plus cos theta. So it is cannot be valid for the property number 7 also. It may happens, but certainly sometimes what happens, the cases will be valid for the both. If I take minus here, obviously here it will be minus, take minus common, so but then minus sin x plus cos x. So you can say answer goes to 0. Supposedly plus idare minus ittante itgori. Sin x minus cos x. Sin 2 pi minus x. Sin 360 minus theta minus sin theta. Minus cos x is there. Cos will not change. 360 because fourth quadrant is one house. So it is minus cos x only. Take minus common. Sorry, it is minus. It cannot be valid here again. Okay. So but the thing is that the property of 7 and 8, they are specifically in different cases. They are using. Not in the same cases we are using. Okay. It is when function is even, when function is odd, using. But in previous property, not necessarily the function is even or odd. They don't want. Simply it is okay, 2a minus x equal to f of x. F of 2a minus x is f of x. Then you can use that. Otherwise, no problem. But here specifically you have to test whether it is even or odd. Okay? Yes. Now let's start the proof of this. Yes. Yeah. Now I go for the proof of this one. It's a very simple proof. Very easy proof it is. Proof. First I go with the general rule. That is property number 2. What is the property number 2 tells us? Suppose you have minus a to a f of x dx is there. Minus a to a f of x dx is there. Matlab 0 to 10 if we have. Then what I can do? 0 to 5, 5 to 10 I can write. So it is minus a to 0, minus a to a is there. So I can write it as minus a to 0 f of x dx plus 0 to a f of x dx. Yes? This is my very, very important step. Why important? Look at this. This is what I am expecting. And here, this has to be 0 to a f of x dx for the case of even, and it has to be minus 0 to a f of x dx for the odd. To make this answer, only the modification has to be done for this case. Correct now? Yes. Now look at this. Case 1. Let f of x is even. What is the meaning of this f of x is even? What is the meaning of this? F of minus x is same as plus f of x. Correct? Correct? Yes. Now look at this. Let I take this part. Minus a to 0 f of x. Sorry. We'll take this like this. I equal to minus a to 0 f of x dx. Suppose you take like this. But I am interested in this position minus, because if you don't have minus, then you cannot speak about the even and odd. So let what I do, x equal to minus t I will take. Minus t is good for me because you know very well it is dummy variable. Correct? So then what is dx? Dx equal to minus dt. Correct? So now when x equal to minus a, x equal to minus a, t equal to plus a, because minus a equal to minus t, t equal to a. So t becomes a. And when x equal to 0, what is t equal to 0 only? X is 0, t is also 0. How it looks now? I looks the form minus a becomes plus a and 0 becomes 0, and here it is f of minus t, dx becomes minus dt. So this is, you can say, minus f of minus t dt. Correct? I do two things here. One thing is interchange of the limits. Other thing is that replace t by x. Why? It's a dummy variable. So this can be written as 0 to a f of x, sorry, f of, what is that? Minus x dx. My job half done now. Now equation 1 becomes, look at this, minus a to 0 f of x dx can be replaced by 0 to a f of minus x and dx. Correct? Yes. Please note down this part. Please note down. And I will remove this and again I proceed from here. Yes, continue. Yeah. Yes. Now what I am going to do, this value I will replace in equation number 1. Correct? Yeah. Equation 1. I just replace equation 1 becomes, I am doing all this in case 1 only. Correct? So continue in case 1 only. I just keep just for understanding purpose. So equation 1 becomes, you continue as it is. Equation 1 becomes, what is equation 1 now? Minus a to a f of x dx becomes, this value I write it as 0 to a f of minus x dx, 0 to a f of x dx. Correct? But already this is the case what we are studying, f of minus x is same as plus f of x, because even function. So you can say it is 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of x dx, and finally you can say 2 times of 0 to a f of x dx. So this is what my first result. Correct? Very important rule you have to remember here is how to convert that function which was positive here to make it as negative. What I did, take x equal to minus t and simplify. Okay, this is very important. Yes, please note down this one and I remove this rest of the part. Or else you can say here it is a case number 2. Case number 2. In case 2, what you can do, f of minus x equal to minus into f of x. Correct? So what I do here is, directly we know very well this case. Correct? Once again you don't do all the stories. Directly you can say it is, we know that 0 to, not 0, minus a to a f of x dx, I got it as 0 to a f of minus x dx plus 0 to a f of x dx. Correct? This property. Yes, so therefore you can say it is minus into 0 to a f of x dx plus 0 to a f of x dx. So you are getting here it is answer 0. So this is what the property number 8. Correct? It's a property number 8. What you can do still is, first before going to the case 1 and case 2, you simplify this and you write it in the form, then you can take case 1 and case 2 also. Otherwise you do like this and proceed for the case 2. Yes, these are all the properties of definite integrals, and definite integral properties are very important whenever you are solving the problems, and especially 6th, 7th and 8th properties. And in out of all that, this property we are using like any time, many times we are using, okay? That is what you have to remember. Many times we are using. Yes. Now I am going for the exercise part of this one. Exercise part. Okay. Correct? So page notes ಬರ್ದಂಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಹೋಗ್ತೈತೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Yes. Shall we remove this? Aditya, remove what? Yes, we have to remove this. Yes, I hope everyone is ready for the exercise of this. Exercise related to the definite integral, we can say properties. The first problem, question number 1, what it is telling you, evaluate minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4 sine square of x dx. Correct? Sine square x dx. One thing I want to make you clear, a very important thing about even and odd functions. Okay, I told you, suppose हमारे पास f of x equal to sin x है तो odd function हुआ. Correct? This is my function is odd function. And cos you know even function. If I add even and odd both, I have first function is odd, second one is even. Total f of x, if you are talking, it is neither even nor odd. But the thing is that it is a different. Sometimes what is that? Look at this. If I have f of x equal to sin x into cos x, what I want to tell you, here it is addition, here it is multiplication, or else it may subtraction, it may division. Okay, multiplication and division, subtraction, addition and subtraction. What the rule I am telling you, you remember for everywhere, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, same. When sum of an odd and even function is taken, sum of an odd and even function is taken, it is neither even nor odd. Remember, neither even nor odd. When the product is taken, it depends on the product, either it may even or odd. Hang on. Let us for example keep in mind that odd means minus, even means plus. Let us keep in mind that odd means minus, even means plus. Let us, this is minus into plus. What do you get? What is the meaning of that? You are talking about odd. Suppose sin x into sin x is there. Both are odd functions. When I do the product of both odd functions, sin x into sin x, minus into minus is plus. तो क्या हुआ? Even. So product of two odd functions you will get even. Product of odd number of odd functions is odd. Product of odd number of odd functions. Sin x is multiplying for 3 times. Sin x is multiplying for 5 times. Sin x is multiplied for 7 times. You get again odd. But sin x is multiplied for even number of times. When any odd function is multiplied for even number of times, the function होगा even. Correct? Correct? Odd function करो नहीं क्या? Sorry, even function करो ना. Even function either you multiplied for odd number of times or even number of times. It don't change. See, cos x into cos x, cos square x, cos x 3 times cos cube x. Indirectly, if you are just for an understanding purpose, you are taking plus any number of times. Will you get any problem with the plus? No, but you get the same problem with the minus. Twice 2 minus, if you multiply, you get it as plus. But 2 plus multiplication, you will not get it as yes. So for that, whenever you multiplication is considered odd and even, you have to take care. 2 odd functions gives you even. Why I am talking? Look at this. Very clearly you can say that sine square is I never speak about odd. Even though I know very well sin x is odd function, but sin square is not odd function. Okay? Yes. So then you may feel that, अरे sir इतने सारे क्यों बातें कर रहे हैं, odd. See, this is my very important word. Why? Because whenever you are talking about the property minus a to a f of x dx, minus a to a f of x, directly I jump to the property number 8. Property 8 will be it will speaks only when even and odd. Correct? So now look at this solution. I equal to minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4 sin square x dx. If you have, can I write it as twice of 0 to pi by 4 sin square x dx? Why sin square x is even function? Because sin square x is even. Correct? And now look at this, 2 into 0 to pi by 4. You know very well sin square theta and cos square theta, very important two results. One is, I told you, sin square theta is always 1 plus cos 2 theta whole divided by 2. This result oftenly we are using, correct? Cos square theta is always 1 minus cos 2 theta. And the same result I oftenly use for the half angle. Half angle, you should not be confused with the half angle. Sin square theta by 2 equal to 1 plus cos theta by 2. Cos square theta by 2 equal to 1 minus cos theta whole divided by 2. It means 2 theta, if it comes here, it will be theta. If it only theta comes, it is theta by 2. If itself is theta by 2, it will be theta by 4. Its half, it will come here. Its half, it will come here. Correct? So now I am going to use this result. Although sin square andre this, sorry, ulta bana. Sorry. It is minus, it is plus. This is minus and this is plus. Correct? When sign will come minus, it is now, look at this. It is 1 minus cos 2x whole divided by 2 with respect to x. Already you have outside 1 2 here, and this 2 and this 2 will be cancelled. Correct? Now look at this. You can say the integration of this part. See, integration of 1 is x minus cos 2x integration is sin 2x, but the coefficient of x is 2. It must be divided. So that is sin 2x divided by 2. All are from 0 to pi by 4. Correct? What the rule tells us? Rule tells us, you don't worry. Let us you put upper limit minus lower limit. Correct? Yes. Upper limit. I equal to integration now. Once I will put upper limit. This is pi by 4. Upper limit I will put pi by 4 minus, look at this, 2 into pi by 4. Pi by 4 is 2 times, that is sin pi by 2. 90 degree. 45 becomes 90. So I can write it as sine of pi by 2. If you are more familiar, you can take directly it as 1. Okay, minus second one, lower limit 0 you are taking, this is 0 and this is 0. Correct? Sin x is 0, sin 0 is also 0. Now, very important thing, it is pi by 4 minus, what is sin nt? 1. 1 by 2. So, it is my answer. Pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 is the answer for this question. I hope you can understand this. Yes? Yes, take down. Properties are very important here. When you are solving any definite integral, you have to go with the properties. Then sometimes you may ask, sir, अगर हमें property पता नहीं है, we have forgotten the property, then can we do this problem? Yes, you can do that. But it will be very lengthy. Very lengthy actually. You can try it. Okay. See, running of 200 meter always is lengthy than the comparing to running 100 meter. Now, you run 100 meter, I am telling you. You say, sir, I ran 200 meter. If I forget to run 100 meters, sir, can I run 200 meters? Yes, no problem, you can run. Hello? Yeah. So, evaluate the second problem now. Second problem is good problem. Minus 1 to 1. Integration from minus 1 to 1. Sine of 5x into cos raised to 4x dx. Yes, if you are remember the property very properly, and then no need to take the time to write the answer for this. There is no need to take any time for it. The answer you will get immediately. Yes. Can you guess what the answer may be for this? Immediately you can get the answer for it. 0. Yes. Why? Because sine is multiplied for odd number of times. Sine हमें पता है ये तो odd है. We know very well. यारो ಒಬ್ಬ friend ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ನಮಗೆ he is odd ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕಬಡ್ಡಿ ಆಡೋಣ ನಾವು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಆಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಆಡೋಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ he will used to say that we will go for ಕಬಡ್ಡಿ ಅಂತ. So he is an odd man ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಂಗ sin x is odd. Odd members odd number of times. Odd. So this is odd. And this is even. And in multiplication you know very well odd into even is odd. Minus into plus minus. Minus means odd. But actually minus andre odd plus andre even alla. Naಮಗೆ understanding ಮಾಡ್ತೋಡೋತಿ ಮತ್ತೆ. Somewhere ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಲೋಡು ಸರ್ it's odd function I will take minus. Even function I will take plus. ಹಂಗ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಮತ್ತೆ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹಂಗದ. Okay? Very good. So can I remove this? Now I will go for next this problem. Just 2 steps answer it is. It is 1 marks question. Once it was asked for the annual exam. So this problem was quite interesting. Those who remember the property, they can write immediately the answer for this question. I equal to minus 1 to 1 sin raised to 5x into cos raised to 4x dx. Look at this, how very interesting it is. Okay, here sin raised to 5x into cos raised to 4x dx. 4x is odd function. Correct? So therefore I say it is 0 by property number 8. By property 8. Correct? Reason तो पक्का होना ही चाहिए. You have to give the reasons. Without reasons, they may get confused. Arey baba, how he got it? Even though you get 0 answer, also you get the marks. No issue at all. But the thing you should remember, give always reasons why you have taken directly the answer like this. Okay? Yes. So I will give one problem as a homework problem. You try it. The next, I am doing the same problem in the next class also. You don't think that अरे मास्टर का सर का क्या काम है वो next class में you will do the same, but you try for it. Okay? 0 to pi by 4, pi by 2. If you want, you can try. Otherwise, I am only solving this problem. Sin raised to 4x divided by sin raised to 4x plus cos raised to 4x. We cannot speak this is even or odd. This is very important. Remember, sin even. Total function is even. Yes. This is, please do homework. It's a homework problem. Yeah. Now I remove this part. Remember that problem is the homework problem. Again in the next session I will do this problem, and again some very important problems based on the uh, what is that?